Smells like old paint. Hi and welcome, guys. I just wanted to share with you what patrons would be getting and what you'd get on the free as a free patron, and we'll start with that one first. So you will get on the free patron a this digital download. These are the papers for this month, the full paper and 4 tags, and I do like to make journals from these ones, and I did have a container, it's gone now. Anyway, I've got a container of all the mini journals that I've been making, but you'll see last month's one. I'll show you last month's one, what I did for last month. Okay, so that is the free papers, so you can just download these if you haven't already and use them. So if you are on the $3 tier now, these are the papers that you get. I love the colors of this one this month. I'm going to be really looking forward to working on this. So you'll be getting the color, the black and white, and again with these, because it's quite clear, you can color these any way that you want. So if you decided, like these are frangipani flowers, but you can color them any way you want with the black and white one. And normally, as I say, I do a figure, and I can even see one right now wanting to come out, but we will wait. The 2A5, the 4 tags, they're slightly different sizes, and then we've got the circles. Now I sometimes use these, and I love what I did with last month's one with the tags. Alrighty, so this is one of the things that I did with last month. So I made them into tags. They can be tags, but I added some embellishments to them. And again, if you join us on the $3 tier, you'll be able to see the videos in terms of making these things with the papers. It'll just give you some ideas if you want. And that's what we do. And then you also get the digital download as well. And then a full size, I made a full size painting. So that's the $3 tier. You'll also get access to all of the previous videos and papers. So they're all, if you go into, they've all added to a collection, so you'll be able to see most of them. Some of them, the early ones, prior to when they brought out, before they brought out the collections, I've not yet added every single piece of work that I've done. There's over 600 posts there, so I think we've probably got half in a collection, in one or more of the collections. So, and then this is the $10 tier papers, and with these you get a full sheet. My printer often the way it sizes things up, but and then we've got the 9 tags here, and we've got another set of tags, bit larger, and then we've got the 2 bookmarks. And I really do like the way that they come out, because you can, you know, make the bookmarks, or you can put it in your journal, and I'll show you how I do it for mine. So I'll show you that in a minute. Let me show you what I did with the free papers from last month. So I made these 2 mini journals. I used the papers to cover the book. This was just a safari park guidebook, but I'm making it into a journal. So I've used the papers to cover, and then I've used some of the tags, and I've just added paint on the inside. I haven't done anything outside of that. So these tags I'm going to keep and use as I'm building this. So we've got 2 journals to be working on this month. But this one I wanted to kind of incorporate with the animals and use them in this way, like, you know, they're on different pages, and this will be journaling spots as opposed to, and maybe some, I was going to say journaling spots as opposed to adding imagery in there. I wanted to incorporate all the images of animals that I'd chosen from this book, and I want to add them and maybe add some commentary or just some journaling. It could be something that, you know, an encouragement is sparked by seeing the colours or, you know, the animals themselves. So I'm going to be working on those at some point. By the end of this month you'll see it along with this month's. And then I did this mini journal. Or the other thing I might do is incorporate these papers into this journal and then work on it. Yeah, finish it off. But what I did was, so some of the whilst I've painted it, I've done it kind of fairly lightly so that I could go in and add colour if I wanted to use, say, a Pro Marker pen, or, you know, add some different colours. I could do that, or doodling. And this is the smaller version with some smaller pages, and I'm going to be doing a similar sort of thing. It's just going to hold some interesting images, some journaling, and also experimenting. So it's good to have some journals where you can experiment with colours that you may have, or, you know, supplies. Okay, so that's that. You saw what I did with these papers. So I covered a box, and now I've got a container that I can use. I haven't labelled it. And then I also created these tags. I used scrap card that I had and created tags with last month's papers, so you can still see parts of the papers. I really liked the papers, and I really it's something that I didn't need to cover them up, you know, very much, but I like the colours that we've got going on here, so it's something that I want to keep. So add in just other elements like book paper or music paper, music sheet, or just, you know, like what do you call it, like the tissue. So just making it a little bit like a shadow over it is really nice. And then you've got elements that you can use in other work, yeah, or tags. They can be like gift tags if you want. So that's what I did with last month's papers. And let me show you the $10 tier. So for the $10 tier, I've been working in this handmade journal, and what I've been doing is adding the papers and then using it as journaling spots, and this is an encouragement for me. So this, I can come in, I can do some colouring in if I feel like it. I'm not a detailed, I need to colour every single thing in. So sometimes I would do like a whole area of colour, and then I might come back in and then feel inspired to, say, add some colour to a section. Now these are alcohol markers, so the lighter colours will show you, the lighter and the darker colours, you'll see more of the colour itself, because it's already got colour on it with that pen prior. Any colour you add on top is going to come out darker, but the whole idea is to have a space where I can come in, and if I want to write a couple of words or a couple of words of encouragement to myself, or work through something, I can find a spot. So these have already been taken, and I can use the bookmark, and then I've just created some other random with some encouraging words. Create something today to inspire, shine your light, glow. How many summers left? You are my sunshine. And then this is last month's. So this was, no, that's September's. That's September. I've still got October to add in. But I want to fill up this. It's just printer paper. But I was working with wax, and it's given it a translucent effect, which now I've seen how I've done it, I can use it in another project. But I want to fill this up with these papers. So we might be having October and November's papers in here. So you'll be able to, by the end of the month, see, have a flip through of this journal with its papers. So that's how I use my papers. Obviously you can use them any way you choose, and obviously if you're not on one of the Patreon tiers, you still have free access to the digital downloads. And if you go onto my course platform, you'll be able to see all of the other papers. I mean, you can see them here on Patreon, but I've only just recently started putting them on. So if you do want to see all the other papers and have access to them, go onto my course platform, which I'll put in. I'll put a link to it, and you'll be able to access all the papers, and you can put together yourself a colouring book. But yeah, they're fun to work on, and I enjoy creating them. So it's also fun to see how other people will look at what you do and work on it for themselves. So I'm always interested to see how other people are going to use my papers. So I hope that's been inspiring for you. You can also join the $3 tier on the 7-day free trial. So make use of that if you want to see some of the projects that we make with these papers. You'll be able to access them for 7 days, and I will see you again. So you take care for now.